Hello everybody, welcome to the Millennial Investor. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to sell cash secured puts on the E-Trade app. So what is a cash secured put? To put in a quick summary, it's similar to a covered call but kind of the opposite. So what you're hoping is that the stock will go down to a strike price that you're willing to buy at, or in some cases hope that it won't fall to receive some premium for purchase of the stock. So we'll get to that when we open the chart here. Let me talk you guys through a play as a good example that I just recently did, and it'll kind of walk you through the thought process and everything for a potential play that you could use cash secured puts for. So right here we have Rocket, the ticker RKT, open, and this is primarily for mortgages and stuff. I'm sure you've seen the commercials. But what you can see here on the chart, if we take a quick look at it, you can see a massive dip relatively recently. And so you kind of go back to the date. What I did here was I kind of took a look at this date here, and it's at the 5th and kind of the 6th. So I look at what news came out during that time, and it was their earnings. I look at the earnings, and ironically, they ended up doing fantastic. Now, there could be more to the story, but we can also scroll down here all the way to the bottom, go to earnings details, and you can see here for quarter 1, 2021, they had a really good earnings. So I also did a little extra research, 2020 as well. They did a fantastic job. Some of you are familiar with the housing market right now. People are refinancing, this, that. So as far as mortgages go, Rocket's got a bunch of revenue coming in. Now you can see the forecast is a bit lower, and we can expect this because rates are probably going to start to go, interest rates are going to go a little bit higher again. Things are going to probably start to return to normal. Maybe housing prices are going to go back to normal as well. So that's, a potential reasoning for expected earnings to go down. But where we're at, it looks like the company is in a relatively good place. So we look at the chart here once again, and you can see here that otherwise for the past couple months before that, relatively decent, hanging in the 20s here. The scaling's a little weird as I go through this chart, but it's in the 20s. And then we have this random kind of dip down into the 17-18 range this week. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to use this as a choice for a cash secured put, because after such a steep decline in share price, it's very likely that the stock will go up and rebound. And if it doesn't, it seems like a good opportunity to buy anyways while collecting some premium. So I bought actually around the same, it was $17.50. And so that's the strike price that I ended up purchasing at. So we'll go down to options chain here. And you can see here I have the date at the top, May 28th. So that's actually tomorrow. That's when it ends. And now the prices have changed because the price actually went up. You can see the stock went up 7%. So this just as well could have been a play where I would have purchased 100 shares if I wanted to, or any amount of shares. I ended up purchasing or doing selling two cash secured puts, so equivalent in a way to 200 shares. And either way, it would have came out positive for me, because in this situation where my strike price is lower than the price, let's say tomorrow it's still 18 some dollars, I will not be assigned the stock, so I will not be automatically purchasing the stock, and I'll still keep the premium that I received. If, for example, it was $17, then I'd be obligated to buy it at the strike that I chose at $17. $1.50 per share. So anyways, to get to how you're going to sell the cash secured put, the preliminary step is you have to have enough money in your account for at least 100 shares of the stock. Otherwise, you cannot sell the option, and that's why it's called a cash secured put, because you have enough cash on hand that if you are to be assigned these shares of this company, that you have it ready to purchase. So on the right side here, you can see where the puts are listed, the strike prices, and whatnot. So right now we're looking at, let's say, for example, 1850, and 40.47 is technically, if you move the decimal over 2, then you're going to receive $47, for example, in premium. That's the bid, and then the ask is on the right. So we're going to click where it says 0.47, and you can see underneath how many people are willing to buy or sell that many. So sometimes, there will be 0. Nobody's trying to sell any of it, and that's not going to work out for you. But we're going to go to the 0.47. Then we're going to click Trade Options, and we're going to click Sell Open. So kind of similar to a covered call, just on the other side. And so you can see all the information, sell open rocket, May 28th, 2021, 1850 put. And we're going to select price and term. And I'm going to have stuff cut over here, but you'll just do your usual. So for example, here it says 0.47, 0.56, and then here you can change to a limit. For example, if you wanted just 0.47, and good for day. And then you would preview your order, and then you would place your order, and it would tell you how much proceeds, estimated proceeds, so that's how much you're getting. So in this case, it will be $47. At the top here, you can also change quantity. So in my case, I did 2 when I did it. And also, so the total minus the commission that they take as well. And it won't let you get to the preview if you don't have enough cash in your account. You won't be able to place the order, so just keep that in mind. Sometimes you won't be able to get to the step itself just to practice. So there are some smaller stocks you could always test out if you're trying to learn. Just remember, of course, to cancel the orders. But that's pretty much all there is to it. It's a great method if you know you're going to buy a stock anyways. It's a great way to just get a little extra cash and purchasing it anyways, of course, 100 shares at a time. Or if you are trying to kind of go just the premium route. And so in my case, for example, it went up to 1869 with my 1750 strike price. I'm not going to get the shares, but I got the premium, and I'm happy with that either way, because now I can, do it another week or do it on another stock and whatnot. You can also do the wheel, and that's a different method that I'd like to talk about in a different episode. But that's kind of the quick summary for you guys on how to sell cash secured puts on E-Trade. If you guys have any other recommendations, things you're looking for, want to learn about, please let me know in the comments. If this helped you out, please drop a like on the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.